Hello, here is a summary from Sunday the 15th of May 2006. This is completely unofficial, it's all my own thoughts and opinions and not necessarily those of the church leadership, so just my own thoughts. Power for growth is our subject for today, and it's part of the Fruitful Living series, and it's also coincides with when we think about Pentecost. Our preacher for this morning was Howard. So there was two readings. One of them was from John 14:8-17, where Jesus said to the disciples, "Don't you know me? Anyone who has seen me has seen the Father." And the other reading, which most of the sermon is based around, is from Acts 1. So Acts 1:1-9. And then within there, Jesus says something like this: "You will receive power when the Holy Spirit comes on you, and you will be my witnesses in Jerusalem and in Foremarks and in Medstead and to the ends of the earth." God is for us, God is in us, and God at Pentecost, His Spirit. We think about His power was seen in creation in the first book of the Old Testament, the book of Genesis. Starts off chapter 1, it talks about the Holy Spirit hovering over the water. The Holy Spirit was there at creation. God does things through His power that He places within us. In the book of Judges, we think of Samson, how God gave him supernatural strength. He was able to just break ropes off himself when he was tied up. When Jesus was baptized, John saw him, and he saw the Holy Spirit as in the image of a dove come down and remain on him. So when we think about the Spirit, we think about the fruit of the Spirit and the gifts of the Spirit, or you might say the character and power or abilities. And really they should be hand in hand. We need both the fruit, we need character, and we need power. It's no good if you're highly talented at what you do but you've got no character. But equally, if you've got a fantastic character but you can't do anything, then that's not so good either. So when we think about the fruit of the Spirit, they're listed as love, joy, peace, patience, kindness, goodness, gentleness, faithfulness, and self-control. And the real evidence of God's Spirit in us is the fruit and transform lives. It's His love that transforms us. When we think about the power, we think about gifts of healing, speaking in tongues, prophecy. We know that God helped Peter to witness at Pentecost. He spoke to many people, and after he spoke, 3,000 of them decided they wanted to accept Jesus and were baptized. Of course, just before that, Peter and the other people with him had been filled with the Spirit, with God's Holy Spirit. And we're challenged about what do we allow to fill us, what is given to power or influence or control over us. It could be television, it could be alcohol is a problem for a lot of people. It could be things we're looking at on the internet. So it might be a good time now to pray. Father God, would you fill us with your Spirit? Would you help us to know you better? Would you give us your fruit, and would you give us your power? Next Sunday, there's always an opportunity to come to church. You can again go onto the church website. I'll try and hold up a piece of paper with the church website on. Hopefully you can see that, www.Church of the Good Shepherd Foremarks. And if you go to that site, you can look at the cell notes. You can listen to the sermon, the recording, which is also present on YouTube. I'll put a link to it in the description. And here's just some of the cell notes for you. This is what you'd be looking for. Power for growth. And there you go. I'll just scroll up through them. But if you want a better look at these, go to the church website, have a look, have a talk about it with other people, and see what you think. Okay, thank you very much.